Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're jumping back into Animal Crossing because there's a bunch of Animal Crossing news you should know, from exciting new merch I know you'll love, to super important news surrounding Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Nintendo Switch 2, and much more. So if you're a fan of Animal Crossing and excited to hear the latest goings on, be sure to leave a like on the video as it's a super easy way to support the channel. And let's jump straight in. Now before we get into the important New Horizons news, let's start with something fun I think you'll love. Some brand new Animal Crossing New Horizons merchandise has just been announced in the form of two paper theatre kits. The first is a spring scene showcasing Timmy, Tommy and Rosie in a beautiful spring setting outside Nook's Cranny. The second sees Tom Nook, Isabelle and Bunny during the summer outside the resident services. Now what's unique about these items is that it's a paper craft which is very popular in Japan and is almost a puzzle that needs to be layered and fastened together to build a 3D scene. I'm personally super excited about these because they remind me of the Miller-Fury cards. Anyway, these Animal Crossing New Horizons paper theatre kits are now available for pre-order and are scheduled to release towards the end of the month. These paper theatre kits are available directly from N-Sky, who have made some awesome Animal Crossing cards in the past that you may recognise. They're reasonably priced too, however will require importing from Japan. Oh, and there's also Pikmin and Pokemon variations available too, if that's your thing. Are these something you'd enjoy making or collecting? Let us know in the comments. Next up, we have some super important news surrounding our Animal Crossing New Horizons islands on the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2. A few days ago, Nintendo confirmed officially that transferring our Animal Crossing New Horizons island from our current Nintendo Switch 1 to the Nintendo Switch 2 is not only possible, but super easy, if that's something you're looking to do. In an interview with Polygon, a Nintendo spokesperson stated that users will be able to transfer a copy of their system from the original Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2. Here's what was said, and I quote: "So I should clarify that when you do the system transfer, everything like save data will remain on the Nintendo Switch once it moves to the Nintendo Switch 2. But the Animal Crossing Island will be an actual move, so it will leave the Nintendo Switch and move over to the Nintendo Switch 2. So just to clarify, the majority of data and local saves get copied and moved over during the system transfer, but it is essentially cloned because it remains on the original Switch 1. However, Animal Crossing New Horizons saves are treated differently than any other game. Our island will be physically moved, meaning it will no longer exist on the original Nintendo Switch after the successful transfer. This is clearly Nintendo's way of preventing island duplication and cloning islands across multiple consoles and stuff like that, which is fair enough. So if you're planning on getting a Nintendo Switch 2 and want to bring your New Horizons island over, you're okay to do this with a system transfer. It will move your entire island over cleanly and safely. Of course, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, as you could opt to simply start a fresh new island on the Nintendo Switch 2, leaving your old island tied to your original Switch. According to Nintendo's own FAQs, there shouldn't be any issues with the island backup feature and starting a new island, as it seems to be tied to each console rather than each Nintendo account, meaning you should be able to keep backups of multiple islands should anything happen to your consoles going forward. Will you be starting a new island on a Nintendo Switch 2, or will you be transferring your existing island over? Let us know in the comments. Next up, we have some exciting news for Animal Crossing New Leaf players who are hoping to get their towns back online and experience online multiplayer again. It's been about a year since Nintendo officially shut down the Nintendo 3DS servers and discontinued all online functionality for games such as Animal Crossing New Leaf, meaning players could no longer visit other towns or play minigames with friends. Anyway, a few days ago, Pretendo, the folks behind the fan-made open source replacement replacement servers that bring this connectivity back, made an announcement regarding servers for Animal Crossing New Leaf specifically. In a social post, they confirmed Animal Crossing New Leaf has officially entered beta testing, meaning it's closer than ever to returning for the public to fully enjoy and reconnecting Animal Crossing New Leaf players. Specifically, they confirmed whilst the Dream Suite isn't available yet, all other online functionality is, which includes town visits, minigames, and anything else you can think of. This is pretty exciting for anyone who still plays New Leaf on 3DS, so check it out if you want to learn more. Next up, we have some oddly timed Animal Crossing promotion from Nintendo themselves, which seems to be a regular thing these days. Despite the announcement and hype of the Nintendo Switch 2 and all of the news surrounding Mario Kart World and the other Nintendo titles launching soon, Nintendo continues to promote Animal Crossing New Horizons, keeping the franchise fresh in our minds. Interestingly, Nintendo of America posted up some pretty funny in-game photos of Animal Crossing New Horizons characters, asking fans if they've tried the fish eye lens in New Horizons. Whilst this doesn't mean anything, it's always fun to see Nintendo continue to acknowledge the Animal Crossing game we love. Unfortunately, Nintendo have yet to announce a new Animal Crossing game for Switch 2 or even an enhanced Switch 2 edition of New Horizons, but at the very least it does remind us Nintendo hasn't forgotten about Animal Crossing and hopefully announce something new very soon. After all, this is just the beginning for the Nintendo Switch 2. Moving on to some new content now, it's worth reminding you that April is a super content heavy month in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete. In fact, April sees a bunch of brand new, never before released content across multiple events throughout the month. This has of course been previewed on Animal Crossing socials already. Anyway, we are currently halfway through April and CJ's Fresh Laundry Fishing Tourney event, and only days away from the Glasses Shop Scavenger Hunt event, which actually begins on Bunny Day this coming Sunday, both of which will introduce even more new items to collect. Of course, anything released this month is now added into rotation, so don't worry if you miss anything shown here, as the events and items will return in the future. Now, circling back around to Animal Crossing New Horizons merchandise, Nintendo recently announced some of the Brewster themed items are now available in select Nintendo stores, as well as some items through Nintendo Online. Some of the items include a Brewster themed coffee grinder, a coffee bean jar, mugs, towels, and coasters. I believe these were originally exclusive to Japan for the longest time, so it's nice to see them get a US release. Unfortunately, with the exception of the coasters, I believe, these gorgeous Brewster items are yet to receive a European release, but maybe that will follow. So that's a surprising amount of Animal Crossing news considering we're in the middle of the Nintendo Switch 2 hype. Anyway, I'd also like to let you know I've started uploading again on my Now Nintendo channel with the aim of uploading all kinds of Nintendo specific news and headlines every single day. Videos will be much like this one, but for all Nintendo consoles and games. So if that sounds like something that would be useful to you, please jump over there and check it out. If you got to this point in the video, please post paper in the comments just to let me know you did, and be sure to let me know if you're excited for any of the new Animal Crossing merchandise. I'd love to know. Thank you so much to the Patreon and channel members for supporting this content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.